get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stamp my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Send about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I seen my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
Gotta go, we don't move, it's scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You got a love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life as a 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. first down, it's Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
3rd and 2, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he gets it down to the 32.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Got his man, it's Warren.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Watson on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On the counter, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second down, another run with Taylor. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And, oh, that wasn't a huge one? That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Chubb running right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chubb. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll give it to Chubb, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Running right through him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. From the end zone, it's Strong. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You're set. Hey, 59.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline and down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st down. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.